Good morning, all. Good morning, students. So without wasting time, we will start problems on curved beams. Okay, so before starting problems, I would like to share a few important formulas which are important to solve the problems. Okay, so let me write that. So please note down the same in your running notes also. Okay, by that we can able to solve the problems easily. And these formulas are very, very important even for your competitive exams. Okay. Right. Yeah, so let everyone come. In between, we will try to start the session. Guys, so let me write first the formulas which are important for this curved beams. Okay. So before solving, problems, especially on the beams, see, I think you all should remember a pure bending equation formula, because pure bending equation formula which derives a bending equation, so which is as yeah. Okay, so please guys, so please note down the formulas which are important for solving the problems. Okay, so students are coming one by one. I need to admit them. Okay, yeah. So the bending equation for the beam, isn't it? For the beam, which is M by I is equal to sigma by Y is equal to E by R. Okay, so this is the pure bending equation which you all know, which was derived in your strength of materials one, isn't it? Yeah. So now, as it is not a straight beam, as it is a curved beam, okay, so there are a few derivations which derivations are not required for your guys. So why? Because in this curved beams, so there will be a lot of mathematical things will be involved. So here straight away we will write down a curved beam which is having a rectangular cross section, which is having a different cross sections like a triangular cross section, T cross sections. So like that we will try to note down the formulas. So based on that, any beam, okay, so which is based on the cross section, we can make use of that particular formula for solving the problems. Okay, yeah. So first let me write for a rectangular section. Okay, note down for the rectangular section, your h square formula, h square. I will let you know what do you mean h square and all. So please note down, this is very important. H square is equal to r cube by d log of e 2r plus d by 2r minus d minus r square. Okay, so what is this? So this is nothing but a curved beam which is having a rectangular cross section. Okay, which is having a rectangular cross section. So here for solving the problems you need the h square value. Okay, that h square value was noted like this. Okay, so please note down that while solving the problems you will come to know what is this exactly. Please note down. Guys, please mute yourself. Okay, and the next for circular cross section. For the circular section, Right. Showcase your h square will be equal to d square by 16 plus 1 by 128 of d power 4 by r square. Okay, the same curved beam which having a circular cross section. Understand? So this is the formula, right? And the next one, triangular cross section, a curved beam which is having a triangular cross section. Triangular cross section, same h square is equal to 2r cube by d of 3r plus 2d by 3d log e of 3r plus 2d by 3r minus d minus 1 minus r square. Okay, minus 1. So this is the formula for a triangular section. Don't worry, see, because deriving these formulas, it will be very tedious. Okay, you don't worry, you can just write these formulas which will be useful for you in terms of attempting like competitive exams. Okay, so you have to know the parameters, that's it. And the next one, trapezoidal cross section. Trapezoidal section, I think you all know how this circular, rectangle, square, all these cross sections looks like, isn't it? What is the formula for a trapezoidal cross section? Here, for the trapezoidal cross section, the value which you are supposed to keep your mind is h square is equal to d by 3 of b plus 2b by b plus small b. Okay, guys, if you are coming in between, you need to log in at a time. Okay, okay, right. The next section is a T section. I mean your section which is in a T shape. Okay, cross section which is in a T shape, and where your h square will be is equal to r cube by a of b2 log e r2 by r1 plus t1 log e r3 by r2 of r square. So this is a formula for T section. Okay, and finally, sir, why you are writing these many formulas which is not preferable for the sections? Ante, see, if you see in many industrial applications, if you see trusses, which I have shown you sections like this. Let me show you here. In the previous class, when I showed you the presentation, see, in this presentation, these are the applications. If you see the curved beam, okay, so which is made up of steel sections. Here the steel section is not a circular section, right? The complete curved beam is made up of here, if you see keenly, the top section, please follow my arrow mark, this is an I section. Okay, so with the help of an I section, the curved beam is going to be made. Understand? Right? So if you see this curved beam, what is the cross section of this curved beam? This is a rectangular curved beam. Okay. So sometimes the curved beam might be a circular curved beam. So like this, the cross sections will vary in the real applications. That's why we have to know, because majorly this will be useful in mechanical industries. So where they're gonna use different sections for making beam into curved shape. Okay. Right. So let me write for I section as well. H square is equal to R cube by A of B2 log E R2 by R1 plus T3 log E R3 by R2 plus B1 log E R4 by R3 minus R square. Okay. So let me repeat again. R cube by A, R cube by A of B2 log E R2 by R1 plus T3 log E R3 by R2 plus B1 log E R4 by R3 of minus R square. Okay. So this is these are the formulas which are very important in your curved beams for different cross sections. Okay. Have you noted all these? Rectangular section, circular section, triangular section, trapezoidal section. Okay. So I think you all know how the sections looks like, isn't it? Rectangular section means will be like this. Circular section. Okay. Trapezoidal section. Sorry. Trapezoidal section. Triangular section. Okay. T section. And I section. Okay. So now let's do two problems in the curved beam. So by that we can end up this topic. Okay, we can start a new chapter from tomorrow. So which is the second module. Okay, right. So now everyone please note down this problem. Problem 1. Yeah, note down this. The curved beam shown in figure has a solid circular cross section. Okay, so it is a circular cross section of 0.1 meter in diameter. What do you mean 0.1 meter in diameter? 0.1 meter in diameter ante enta 1000 mm. Okay, if the maximum tensile and compression stresses in the member are not to exceed 150 megapascal and 200 megapascal respectively, determine the value of load P that can safely be carried by the member. Okay, so that is what given. Now, if you try to observe carefully here, if you see the same problem in scenario like bending stresses scenario, it is very easy. Kadamma, enduko? If you take a circular cross section, right? For the circular cross section, your bending stresses will be maximum on top and bottom of the section. Okay, if that section is simply supported, top will be under what is that? Compression, and bottom will be under tension. These two stresses. So the same way we have to do it, but here it is not a straight beam, it is a curved beam. Okay, so that is the only difference. We have to understand it clearly. Okay, straight beam ankondi, it is very easy. You can take a circular cross section of this beam and you can calculate the bending stresses on either side of the section, on top and bottom most fibers of the section. Okay, but here it is a curved beam which is shown. So please try to draw this beam. This is a curved beam. Okay, please జాగ్రత్తగా note cheyandi diagram. This is a curved beam. Why it was represented as circle here? To say it is a circular cross section. It is circular cross section అని చెప్పడం కోసం, so they are representing it as a circle. Okay, it is a circular cross sectional beam which is curved. Okay na? And the circular cross sectional beam kada enta curvature undi, I mean what is the diameter of this circular cross section? 0.1 meter in dia. Ante ee circular cross section yokka dia 0.1 meter. Okay, so ante 100 mm, right? So ante ee dia 100 mm annamata, right? అర్థమవుతుంది అందరికి? The diameter of the rod అనొచ్చు. Okay, right, diameter of the beam అనొచ్చు. Okay, which is a circular beam. So diameter is 0.1 meter అంటే 100 mm, right? So which is curved like this. ఆ beam ని ఈ విధంగా కర్వ్ చేశారు, right? So if you see the straight leg of the curved beam is 0.15 meter అంటే ఎంత? 150 mm. Okay, the straight leg is 150 mm, right? And from the curvature to the straight leg, the radius is again 100 mm. Okay, to the center ki 100 mm, but for the outmost layer ki 50 mm. Okay, జాగ్రత్తగా చూడండి. 0.05 meter is to the outer end, 1 meter is to the what is this? ఈ dotted line ఏంటి? This dotted line is neutral axis of the curved beam. Okay, right? Okay, so the same picture, if you try to observe it in the left part, here it was clearly shown. Determine the value of load P that can safely be carried by the member. If the beam is subjected to load P, okay, with what load will it have a tensile and compression stresses of 150 megapascal and 200 megapascal? ఎంత లోడ్ ఉంటే ఈ 150 and 200 megapascal ఈ కర్వ్డ్ బీమ్స్ లో జనరేట్ అవుతుంది, not to exceed. Without exceeding these values, how much load will make your curved beam to have a tensile and compression stresses as 150 megapascal and 200 megapascal? అంతే, చాలా సింపుల్ గా అడిగారు మిమ్మల్ని. ఓకే, clear? Right, so let's start doing this problem. Let me write the given data. Right, so write down the given data. ఏం అడిగారమ్మా? ఫస్ట్ డయామీటర్ ఇచ్చారు. ఓకే, డయామీటర్ is equal to 0.1 meter is equal to 100 mm. Okay, and the radius will be equal to, what is R? R కూడా ఎంత ఇచ్చారు? Not radius of this diameter. Radius is also given as 0.1 meter, which is 100 mm. Okay, with picture observe చేయండి. Okay, so R was given in the problem as 0.1 meter. What is R there? Radius of the curvature, okay, from the centroid of the curved beam. Adi R annamata. This D is the diameter of the rod, okay, which is 0.1 meter. So 100 mm. Next, stresses 150 megapascal. Okay, so which is a tensile. And next one, 200 megapascal, which is compression. Okay, right. Now by seeing the picture, okay, which because in your diagram there are two pictures, right? Left one and right one. By seeing the right one, so let's first calculate what is the cross sectional area. Okay, in the dia telisinapudu we can able to calculate the cross sectional area of the member. Area of cross section, let's calculate this. Area of cross section A is equal to pi by 4 d square, pi by 4 into 0.1 square, which is 7.854 into 10 power minus 3 meter square. Okay, let it be in meter. Okay, right. Next, bending moment. Let's calculate what will be the bending moment, so which is acting in the total beam. Bending moment. M is equal to, what do you mean bending moment, Amma? What do you mean bending moment? Bending moment ante enti? Load into distance, isn't it? Avuna? So if you see the diagram which I have shown in your PPT, diagram ni jagrata chudandi. So this is the load P. P into distance is the moment which is acting towards the center of the section, center of the total curved beam. Avuna? P into 0.15 meter, okay, plus what is the other load? What is the other load? P. So on top it will be P into 0.15 meter, right? And the next distance is 0.15 plus what is other distance to the centroid, Amma? What is this distance? 0.1 meter. Andena ante చూడండి ఇక్కడ చూడండి, P into distance ఇక్కడ వరకు center of the section వరకు. This P into this distance and the P into distance 0.15 plus this distance. What is this distance? 0.1 meter. 0.1 plus 0.15 is the distance with respect to the load. Avuna? Yeah. So that's what I am writing now here. Bending moment M is equal to P of 0.15 plus 0.1, which is equal to 0.25 P. ఎలా వచ్చింది? So this is your load P. This load into distance to center. ఇక్కడ వరకు distance. This distance is 0.15 and this distance is 0.1. 0.1 plus 0.15 is 0.25 P. Okay. So this is the bending moment. Okay. Acting to the center of the section. Okay. Next, for the rectangular section, let me calculate from the equation h square. H square is equal to ఏంటమ్మా మనం రాసిన equation? D square by 16 plus 1 by 128 of d power 4 by r square. Avuna? For the circular section, correct na? For the circular section, what is the h square formula we wrote? Which is d square by 16 plus 1 by 28 into d power 4 by r square. Avuna? Right. Now substituting the values which we have here, substitute all the values in the above equation. H square is equal to, what is the diameter? 0.1 square by 16 plus 1 by 128 into 0.1 whole power 4 by, again radius is also same, 0.1 square. Okay. This value is 7.031 into 10 power minus 4 meter square, as it is a h square. Okay. So you can cross check all the answers later on, right? So this is the h square value. Clear? From the formula of a, from the formula of a circular cross-sectional member. Okay, right. Let me take new one. Now let's calculate the direct stress. What is direct stress formula? Just load by area. Okay, so which is under compression. Let's calculate under compression. Okay, so now bending stress at point 1, which is due to moment, will be bending stress at point 1 due to moment in the sigma b1 is equal to m by a r of 1 plus r square by h square into y by r plus y. Okay, see, this is a bending equation for a tension. Okay, so it is based on the equation, so where it is subjected to tension, right? So this is the direct stress and this is the bending stress. Okay, this direct stress will act only based on the load. This bending stress will act based on the moment. Okay, so by that, this will be under compression and this will be under tension. Okay, so now total these two, total stress at point 1. What is the total stress at point 1? Please add these two. Sigma 1 is equal to sigma d plus sigma b1. Okay, add these two. What is sigma 1? Sigma 1 is given in the, what is the bending stress? Sorry, what is the stress given which is under tension? 150. Kada? Already given in the problem. Minus P by A. Why minus P by A? Because it is under compression property. Plus sigma B1. M by A R of 1 plus R square by H square into Y by R plus Y. Okay, so it is positive only. Why? Because it is under tension. So substitute all the values here, which is a P. We don't know the P. This is what we are supposed to calculate. Kada? What is A? Area, cross section area 7.854. What is M? Moment, 0.25 times of P. A, R, all values you know. Kada? Along with that, what is Y? Y also we have to know. Kada? What is Y, amma? Y is nothing but distance from the center to outer layer of the section. So this Y is nothing but 0.05 meter. ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చింది వాల్యూ? Y 0.05 అంటే ఇది. So please look at this picture. Okay, this is the value. 0.05 meter is the distance from the center to the outmost layer. Okay, clear? This is 0.05. So substitute all the values. I think the rest of all values you know. Calculate what is P. If you calculate P here, P will be 88.25 kilonewton. Okay, so this is at point 1. So what do you mean point 1, sir? So ఇక్కడ మీరు 1 అంటున్నారు, stress at point 1. ఏంటి point 1, point 2? Point 1 అంటే మీరు డయాగ్రామ్ లో చూసారు కదా ఇందాక. ఇది point 1. Okay, so this layer is point 1, this is point 2. Okay, what is stress at this point? What is stress at this point? One calculate. Okay, so at this point, what is the direct stress? What is the bending stress? Summation of these two will use the load which is acting on the curved beam. Okay, 88.25. In the same way, calculate what is the bending stress at this point which is acting due to both the direct and bending load. Calculate cheyandi. Let me take new. So next, same way, bending stress at point 2 due to moment. Sigma B2 is equal to M by A R of R square by H square into y by r minus y minus 1, which is under compression. Okay, and then why it is under compression? We are alonchanడి. So this is like this. Okay, when you bend your circular rod in a circular shape, these layers will be under tension. And what happens to these layers inside? Compression. Okay, that's why the stress at this point 2 is under compression. Okay na? అది అంతేగాని ఏదో బ్లైండ్ గా మనం రాయట్లేదమ్మా. Okay, next let's see what is the total stress at point 2. What is the total stress at point 2? Sigma 2 is equal to sigma d plus sigma b2. What is sigma d? Which is the direct stress. What is sigma 2, amma? Sigma 2 was given in the problem as 200. Enduko at this layer the stress which is acting was given as 150 at this point, which is 200. Okay, ఈ వాల్యూ కన్నా ఎక్కువ ఎక్సీడ్ అవ్వకూడదు అన్నారు. ఓకే, అందువల్ల we are equating with that value. 200 is equal to p by a plus m by ar of r square by h square into y by r minus y minus 1. Okay, so this is the bending stress formula, right? Substitute all the values here. You know m, you know r, you know y, and calculate p. So p is equal to 46.13 kilonewton. Okay, right? So now see what is the load which is to be considered as a safe load. ఏ లోడ్ మనం సేఫ్ లోడ్ గా కన్సిడర్ చేయాలమ్మా? కంపేరింగ్ బోత్ పీస్, one is 88.25 kilonewton and the other one is 46.13 kilonewton, which I need to be considered as a safe load out of these two. 88.25. How? 88.25 is not a safe load, amma. 46.13 kilonewton is a safe load. Why? Because your safe load will be always lesser of these two values. You have to take lesser of these two values as a safe load. Okay, you can start doing calculation with the P load 46.13. Then you can able to see the equalities of tensile and compression stresses on both ends of the member. Okay, ఇప్పుడు మీకు two pieces P values వచ్చాయి. ఏ వాల్యూ మనం తీసుకోవాలి అంటే, so you have to take the lowest value. Okay, అది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. నోట్ పెట్టి రాయండి. Note, safe load will be always lesser of above. Very, very important. Gate lo kuda, so they may just give the values and they may ask you which will be the safe load for the curved beam, okay, which is to be considered not to exceed the bending stresses under compression and tension అని అడిగినప్పుడు ఎప్పుడైనా మినిమం లోడే సేఫ్ లోడ్ గా తీసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, సో దాట్ ఆల్వేస్ విల్ బి సేఫ్ టు హ్యావ్ యువర్ మెంబర్ విత్ ఇన్ ద లిమిట్స్ అన్నమాట, విత్ ఇన్ టెన్షన్ అండ్ కంప్రెషన్. క్లియర్? సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఆన్ కర్వ్డ్ బీమ్. సో బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ద స్ట్రెసెస్ ఈక్వేషన్. ఇక్కడ మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సిందే రెండే ఫార్ములాస్ ఉన్నాయి. వన్ ఈస్ హెచ్ స్క్వేర్ ఫార్ములా, అదర్ వన్ ఈస్ బెండింగ్ స్ట్రెస్ ఫార్ములా. ఓకే, bending stress formula, which is m by ar of 1 plus r square by h square into y by r plus y for tension, and same m by ar of r square by h square into y by r minus y minus 1, which is for compression. Okay, so this is for compression. ఈ రెండు మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే you can able to solve problems on curved beams easily. Okay, right. So please note down the second one. Fast note cheyandi, only 5 minutes left. I will explain you how to do this. So within the time, I think I can't able to finish it, but please note down this problem. Okay, we will discuss this after noting. The figure shows a circular ring of rectangular section. So ఇందాక మనం ఏం చేసాం, same kind of problem, which is something like a semicircle గా ఉంది కదా, for a circular cross section chesam. Now we will do for rectangular cross section with a slit and subjected to load P. Calculate the magnitude of the force P if the maximum stress along the section 1, 2 is not to exceed 225 meganewton per meter square. Second question you might get. Draw the stress distribution along 1, 2. Please note down this diagram. Shown a circular ring which is completely in a circle. Okay, so there are 3 things you have to remember. One is inner radius, other one is center radius to the neutral axis or to the centroidal of section, and the next one is outer radius. Okay, and in this diagram it was very clearly given the cross section of this ring is a rectangular cross section. So rectangular cross section ki center ide, this center which is going to be coincide both kada, rendu coincide avutunayi chudandi. kada ఇది రెండు coincide అవుతాయి, right? And the cross section is 9 cm 6 cm. Rectangular cross section యొక్క dimension ఏంటి, 9 cm by 6 cm. Okay, that's it. So this is a circular ring. ఇందాక మనం చేసింది సెమీ సర్కిల్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్, ఇది కంప్లీట్ గా సర్క్యులర్ అన్నమాట. ఓకే, what is the time now? Okay guys, note చేసుకున్నారా? Yeah, so please note it and keep it like that. So I think after completion of your 3rd and 4th hour afternoon around 2:30 I will take the class and I will finish this problem. Okay, then 2:30 ki link pampistanamma. So at the time we will try to close this problem. So by that freshly tomorrow we can start second unit, which is the direct and bending stresses. Chaala easy ga untundi unit, and the only thing I want from you is please try to revise your bending stresses which you have studied in your strength of materials 1 లో బెండింగ్ స్ట్రెసెస్ మీరు చదివారు కదా, అవి ఒక్కసారి రివైజ్ చేసుకుని రండి అంతే. ఓకే, బై దట్ సెకండ్ యూనిట్ విల్ బి డెడ్ ఈజీ, రైట్? ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ యూనిట్ చాలా లెంతీ, దట్స్ వై ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు లీవ్ ఎనీ టాపిక్. అన్ని కవర్ చేసాం మనం, ఇంక్లూడింగ్ మల్టిపుల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. ఓకే, ఈ ప్రాబ్లం కూడా ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ వి విల్ ఫినిష్ ఇట్. ఓకే, సో బై దట్ we can start a new chapter from tomorrow. Okay, right. Okay guys, so please attend next hour. Okay, I will send you the link by afternoon 2:30 around. We can do this problem. Okay.